Okay, hello and welcome to another video by Johnny IELTS. So in today's speaking practice video, Miss Trúc is going to do her speaking practice now. So let's start with part one, IELTS speaking, topic number 129. It's about mobile phone, mobile phone, or mobile phone, if you want it. So what was your first mobile phone, Miss Trúc?
I remembered that when I was in secondary school,
Ah,
yes,
you got it from
that,
your secondary school.
yes, at that time I had my first mobile phone, and I thought that it was simple mm, and quite easy to use because
Mm.
I just used it to call and text for my mother.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, just it just served as a tool um, con for keep content.
For contacting, yep.
Yes, and I, th- I think mobile phone in at the times were quite not popular.
Okay. Right. So, do you often use your mobile phone for texting or calls?
Things that texting is my preferred option
Hmm.
than guess to calling. Um, because nowadays there are many apps for chatting. Uh,
For chatting? Yeah, chatting
yes,
apps. Yeah.
yes, and you uh, can uh, can be relied immediately.
Hmm.
So it seems not necessary to call others in case you truly
You know
feel
what? A lot of
that
people still call, because
yes,
it's faster for them. And I think it's really annoying.
as if it just in case you need the informations or contact someone immediately uh, uh, for emergency.
Hmm.
Yes, I don't think that I like calling someone
Hmm.
because I can use chatting apps and it seems more suitable for me.
I see. And will you buy a new one in the future?
Because of the calculated obsolescence
No, it's actually called plan obsolescence. So
of
basically, plan
blend
obsolescence is
obsolescence.
a situation whereas manufacturers they
Yes.
intentionally they intentionally make your products last only for a set amount of time after which it has to be replaced. You cannot fix it. So let's say an iPhone after 18 months, the battery will be bad, the phone will be very slow, and it forces people to have to replace it. This is called planned obsolescence. So, sự cố tình làm cho cái phone nó lỗi thời á, được lên kế hoạch từ trước á. Đúng 18 tháng sau iPhone nó bị chậm lại, cố tình luôn để bắt người ta phải đổi mới. So this is a called planned obsolescence. It's actually a term, you must know. Đây là một cái khái niệm đúng không? Mình bắt buộc phải biết luôn á. You have to know plan obsolescence here. Okay, what else can you say?
Yes, there are many signals that you can um, realize, uh, just as uh, just as slow uh, and as the batteries
Hmm.
does and many things such uh, that requires you to think about buy a new phone.
Hmm.
Yes. So I think that the lifespan of mobile phones it is quite short.
Lifespan is really short though.
Yes,
So,
though you can though you can still use if you are uh if you erase the memory.
can you just erase the memory that easily, you think?
Mm.
Is it
But
possible to just relax, just erase the memory and then you can use it new again? Do you think so?
uh, I don't think so. Just a way to glass is a lifespan. But of course, at the end you have to buy a new one. I think so.
Yeah, because after a while, it's the thing inside breaks down because the quality the quality of the parts in there, of the electronic parts,
Yes.
linh kiện điện tử,
It,
they aren't good, you know. They only last for a certain amount of time. They will only last for a certain, một cái nhất định nào đó thôi, a certain amount of time. Nó chỉ có last một cái lượng thời gian nhất định nào đó thôi, chứ không thể nào mà lâu được đâu. Well, with
yeah.
most product these days, but if you buy like high quality, let's just say how can I say, um, high end. If you buy high end products, những sản phẩm ở đầu mà cao cấp á, high end products, then probably they will last much longer. Oh well, yes, this is what
But
happened.
uh, there's a problems that if you want to replace the electronics part, it seems more expensive
Mm,
than you buy a new one.
exactly.
Yes.
So that's one more problem, yeah. Mm.
Yes, and many people feel that it's not worthy to do that. So they decide to buy a new one with a just smaller, uh, s- smaller right, a just smaller,
A smaller what?
a, a smaller extras course.
Mm.
Yes, so they can order a new ones. It seems more elegant. And I think that's the
Okay.
strategies of many businesses.
That's a strategy of many businesses. Well, unfortunately, it is destroyed environment though. So how has your mobile phone changed your life? Has it helped you to study better, to do business, or to find people, or something like that? How has your mobile phone changed your life?
Mhm. I believe that
Mm,
the nature of mobile phones is good and convenience for people to use to serve their um, demands.
okay.
But the advance of technologies that provides more um, apps and functions that make a mobile phone become more functional,
Mm-hmm.
multifunctional, and cause some inf- influences for people
Mm-hmm.
who can ad- addicted,
Who can
who
be
can be addicted,
addicted?
who can be addicted. It's not about mobile phone addictions.
Addiction. It's not about mobile phone
Addiction.
addiction. Yeah.
Yes, it's about people who cannot, who just stick their eyes on the
Mm.
screen and use uh, many social media apps and something like that. It's
Mm,
about the contents. It's not about the simple tools.
mm, I
So,
see.
so besides provide many benefits to people life, mobile phone with the advance of technologies uh, can bring some problems.
Mm. They can
Even
bring actually a lot of problem there.
yes, especially for people who can manage their time
Mm-hmm.
to use
Exactly.
mobile phone.
Right. So some people they get addicted, especially like the people who does not have work, or older people or very young children, they get very addicted to it. So it's quite negative. Right. So let's move on to part 2 and 3 now. Warm up, it's okay. So let's just move on. Let's try 215. 215. Describe something you would like to learn in the future. So you should say what it is, why you would like to learn it in the future. So something in your plan, how you would learn about it and how you feel about it. And then part 3, what are the most popular things to learn nowadays? So you can talk about like investments, maybe. People try to learn about investments a lot. People try to learn about cryptocurrency, tiền mã hóa. People try to learn about blockchain, blockchain technology, công nghệ khối, blockchain technology. Well, we hear a lot about those things, and of course, people try to learn different languages. That's always popular. And you probably should think about, skills like essential skills or life skills, like cooking, for example, or survival skill, something like that. People can learn martial arts. It's called martial arts. Martial, martial arts, martial arts, võ thuật, and so on, a lot of things. And you also need to talk about why people like to learn those things. Next question. At what age should children start making their own decisions and why? I think you have answered this question several times. Which influences young people more when choosing a course, income or interest? Like if you choose a course to study, to learn, like do you think about the income after you are done with the course, or you are more interested in like your interest in it? Điều gì ảnh hưởng đến người trẻ nhiều hơn khi chọn một khóa học vậy? Cái thu nhập hay là cái hứng thú? That's what it say. Like their own interest in it, or it's just about the money, income. Of course, it depends on the cases, right? Like for example, I study. No, sorry. I learn a lot of knowledge in astrology, and of course, it's because of my interests. But of course, the income is also an important part too. It's like 40% income and 60% interest, it's like that. But maybe for some people, they learn, say, investment just because of the income. Very big part. So it depends on the cases. Some people, they learn skills just to be able to get a job. So that is about, it's a matter of survival. Nó là cái vấn đề sống còn của họ. It's a matter of survival for them. So, yeah, it depends on the case, of course. And then Next question. Do young people take their parents' advice when choosing a major anymore? Or they no longer do that? These days there are still some people who follow their parents' footsteps. It means they followed the professions of their parents. Theo dấu chân của cha mẹ, tức là theo cái nghề của cha mẹ. Still some people who do that. Well, but of course, people these days they have their own independent thinking or thoughts, their own independent thinking or thoughts. So probably they will explore their own path. Họ sẽ khám phá những con đường riêng của họ. They will explore their own path. I mean, most of them is like that, I think. But of course, it still depends on the family, I think, on which country you're talking about. Next one. Besides parents, who else would people take advice from? Of course, people would try to take advice from strangers, experts or specialists, những chuyên gia, or they can take advice from, say, friends and relatives, bạn bè đồng nghiệp, bạn bè và người trong họ hàng. Sometimes they take advice from them. Um, and you also need to talk about each case as like why those people. How can I say, do they have a more impartial, không theo phe nào, impartial, impartial, trung lập, không theo phía nào, part là bên là phần á, im là không, không theo phe nào cả. Have to have a more impartial view, probably because of that, so you can make an informed choice. Có thể lựa chọn với kiến thức có sẵn. Mình đã được inform rồi thì mình được lựa chọn có đúng hơn không? Make an informed choice, so you make less mistakes, for example. So why do some people prefer to study alone? Is it just because of their learning style? Or maybe just because of their personality of being introverts? Or maybe it's because it's difficult for them learning with background noises, maybe? Or because of a lot of distractions? All right, this is not a difficult topic, so I'll give you some time. Okay, Mr. Can you describe something you would like to learn in the future, please?
If I have a chance to learn something in the
If I
future,
have a chance.
if I have a chance to learn new thing in the future, I would like to learn to play a simple
Mm.
musical instrument like the kalimba.
Kalimba, I
Yeah.
know that one. The
Yes,
kalimba.
I feel I feel that my life has become quite dull
Mm,
lately, and I want to do something to make it more exciting.
mm,
Um, because I really love music, but I'm not a good singer, to be
mm,
honest. So I think that uh, I can learn to play instruments can be it can be another choice.
mm,
One times by chance I watched a video of someone playing the kalimba
mm,
beautifully. I thought that it seems not too difficult and the sounds is were so clear and pure.
mm,
That's truly immersed myself in that melody and made me want to grace those shouts myself. I
mm,
think the I think the first step is to buy the instrument and then I can practice by following online tutorial. tutorials. After that,
Tutorial. Watching
tutorials,
tutorial, yeah.
tutorials.
You can just watching tutorial.
Yes,
Xem hoặc là coi những video hướng dẫn gì không. So you can watch tutorials for that. Yep.
yes, and I imagine it must feel amazing. Yes.
Of course, it would feel amazing. So, what are the most popular things to learn nowadays?
Nowadays, seems people seems interested in learning skills
Mm.
that are practical and creative. For example,
Creative
mm,
and creative.
and creative. For example, uh, digital skills like
Mhm.
uh, graphic design, Photoshop, and video editing are extremely popular because they are useful for many modern jobs and
Mm.
for for um, just build their for building their CV. You know that it seems that's very practical when they want to show their skills and their profiles. You know,
The what?
language
The profile, you mean?
profile. Yes.
Mm.
By the way, language learning, especially French language, such
Foreign
as
languages,
English,
foreign languages.
for foreign languages, such as English, Chinese, Japanese, or something like that, and continues to attract learners who want to study or work abroad.
Mhm.
Especially, it's not just about this purpose. If people want to connect to the world and open their network to make new friends, to have more chance uh, for international jobs, except
International.
international jobs. Yes, learning foreign language seems very necessary.
Absolutely necessary. Mình nên dùng một cái trạng từ tận cùng về nghĩa nha. Đi chung với cái tính từ tận cùng về nghĩa. Try to use an extreme adjective and extreme adverb. So maybe, for example, absolutely essential, for example. They should go together. Not like very essential. Because very is not an extreme adverb. Cái chữ very nó chỉ là rất rất gì đó thôi, chứ nó không có phải là đến cái mức mà tận cùng về nghĩa. All right, so what do you think was absolutely essential? Learning languages, yeah?
Yes, I believe that is absolutely essential to learn French languages.
Hmm.
Another growing trend is learning sharp skills such as communications, leadership, and emotional intelligence. You know that make people uh,
Make
can
people able to.
that people are able to improve their their personal skills that's necessary for their future career path, or just open their uh, network.
I see.
Hence, those skills can improve mm, someone's confidence, as is as of course is can improve career progress, supports personal growth, and provides enjoyment at the same time.
Hmm. I see. So at what age should children start making their own decisions and why?
I believe children should start making simple decisions in their early age when are in uh, the age im- shaping their personal emotions and intelligence. Maybe from maybe uh, in their threes or 4 years old. I think that it's just simple questions for them,
Mm,
and when they uh, and at the time they can think and answers a simple uh, a simple thing that they want.
I see.
It's yes, it can it or it can help them to improve their mm, logical thinking, I think.
Exactly.
But uh, they can choose um what clothes to wear or what food they want to eat.
Like
And
whatever kind of food they want to eat, consume, you know.
yes, of course, that shoes under there's a control and the controls of their parents and the adults be- for right for a right directions.
Hmm, I see.
Yes, and by the early teenage years, around 13 to 15, they should be more. They should be allowed to make more meaningful decisions in their
Decision.
life.
Yep. Exactly.
Yes, espe- especially in their study and their routines or hobbies. I think
Hmm.
that it should be respect and support, just as choosing uh, our after school activities or
Hmm.
managing their time.
I see.
Yes, this process teaches them to ev- evaluate options, understand consequences, and of course, build confidence because if they raise awareness
Mm.
of what they decide.
Hmm.
Yes, and they can cautious. They can be cautious in next time if they know that what exactly they have to receive if they do wrong things. Awesome. It's about understand consequences. I think that,
Mm.
and
Exactly. I understand that too.
if parents control every choice, they may struggle to become independent. And are on the other hand, giving them too much freedom to early can cause a negative consequences. At the same time,
Mm.
everything should be balanced.
You know, balance. You mean everything
Bal
should be balanced.
yes,
Everything should be balanced
everything should be balanced.
with supervision, I think, với sự giám sát, with supervision of the parents, you know, or supervisions of adults. So that's why, you know, if you are not 18 years old yet, you have to, in order to do kind of like paperwork, any kind of paperwork, việc giấy tờ, You have to go with your guardian, người giám hộ á, với người giám hộ before you're 18 years old. You have to go with your guardians. Like, for example, if you take the IELTS exam and you are not yet 18 years old, you have to go there with your guardian. Like, for example, your parent, your mother or your father, something like that. Or someone who is older than you, more than 18 years old, of course. So, next one, which influences young people more when choosing a course? Income or interest? What do you think?
Oh, young people seems to follow their passions
Mm-hmm.
uh, uh, more than their responsibilities. I think that it's made the choice. Since, uh, smart choice depends on what they are interest.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, both income and interest influence young people, but the weight of each factors depends on the in, individual.
Hmm.
I, yes, interest still play a major role, especially for those who believe that passions leads to long-term such success
Mm.
and personal happiness. Because if you do something without passions and dedications, you cannot boost uh, your 100% efforts to do it.
Agreed. I agree with that. So
So,
remember that money still play a very important role in any kind of decisions making.
yes, in the real world,
In a real world, thế giới,
in the
world,
real in the real world,
world, I'm out, yes, in a real
yes,
world,
in
yes.
the real world, it's not just about passions, it's also about income, because no one want to be in a financial problems situation, and high paying uh, fields like technologies or finance are often attractive for this reason.
Mm.
Mm, mo- Moreover, uh, parental and societal expectations can also push them towards careers which provides a high salaries or more career prospects,
Career prospect,
career prospects,
career prospect,
career prospect,
prospect,
career
career prospect, triển vọng
career
nghề nghiệp, triển vọng
prospect,
nghề nghiệp, career, career prospect,
prospect, career prospect,
spect, âm e, mở rộng miệng, career
ca-
prospect, triển vọng nghề nghiệp.
career career prospects,
Okay, good. Prospect. Mhm.
prospect.
Good.
Mm. At the end, I is a combinations of both factors. It should be better than just choose one of them.
Mhm. Right. So, do young people take their parents' advice when choosing a major?
mm, in, in my opinion, young people often seek advice from
Mm-hmm.
teacher, friends, mm, and their parents at the same time.
Mm,
Because the more advice they receive, um, um, the, the more options and informations they can have
mm,
to uh, to give their final decisions. It's better um, to think carefully and can be explained
mm-hmm.
clearly and thoughtfully before decides any
Before deciding
and
anything.
yes, before deciding anything.
Mm,
Par- it seems that their parents can understand their emotions, their real thinking better than themselves in
mm,
sometimes, and they have more experience and knowledge because they uh, are older. They are older and they experience more situations and overcome more obstacle than
obstacle.
obstacle
I'm down.
obs-
And overcome more
obstacles.
obstacle.
Yes, and overcome more obstacles. So the advice are calculate uh, accumulated from the experience, and it can be more practical. Of
All right,
course,
very well.
of course, uh, the final decisions depends on each person.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, some uh sometimes they can decide by themselves and responsible and be responsible for their consequences or a word. It's not always the problems that is a right or wrong
Mm-hmm.
decisions. Uh,
The right or wrong is
it's
only perspective. So
yes,
right or wrong, it's only perspective. Nó chỉ
perspective.
gọi là cách nhìn nhận thôi. Đúng hay sai chỉ là cách nhìn nhận mà thôi. It's only
Because
perspective.
yes, the
It's only
important
perspective. Mhm.
the important thing is that what young people can learn after their decisions. A mistake sometimes is can learn from it. I think that it's not late to begin something new in their young age.
Agree.
It's yes, young people have their own uh, advantage because they can always start again.
Okay. Yeah, they can always start again. I mean, people can always start again. There's no like age where you cannot start again. It's like even if you're old, you can still start again, no problem.
At least, for young people, uh, it's their mistakes cannot um cannot be considered uh, as a failure. It's just
Mm.
seems yes a thing happened and a step heading to their success in the future.
I agree with that. Very well. So beside parents, who else would people take advice from then?
SSF about besides their parents, their friends, uh, their teachers can be mm, can be, their uh, persons who give them advice.
Uh-huh.
Some s- or even as even professionals who worked in their design fields uh, that they can watch them in online videos or um, or talk shows, for example, can be can place as a inspire to
Okay.
have them in the, identify their strengths and weaknesses. Friends are also important because they understand each other's perspectives. And yes, they are in the same age, in the same generations, and they can understand the challenges.
Uh-huh.
Yes, thus they share their emotions knows the emotions better, mm,
I agree with that.
because the age gaps can lead to different perspectives,
Perspective.
perspective,
Hmm.
and can make people seem more distant.
Uh-huh.
Yes, sometimes people can think that their friends' advice more practical than their parents or their teachers. Bec-
Well, most of the time, I think that my friends' advice are more practical, no, than my parents. You know. Well, so why do some people prefer to study alone then?
Some people prefer to study alone because it allows them to fully uh, pay their attentions without distractions. When studying by themselves, they can control their environment. For example, they can choose their place to learn and use their methods that
Uh-huh.
that is suitable their personal learning style. Of course, group study can sometimes be in, ineffective if
They sometimes can be what?
ineffective, uh,
So
ineffective.
yeah, sometimes they can be affected or affected. Careful. They can be affected. Yeah,
Uh, Not, I mean ineffective.
ineffective. You mean?
Yes, ineffective. If
Uh,
group members are not equally motivated,
mhm.
yes, they can disturb each other by asking small talks and distract from uh, their common topics,
Mhm.
the common
Right.
goals, for example. So studies a lot can have people pay their attentions better.
Mhm. I agree with that. So, right. So for myself, if I study with other people, I would be distracted, And there's just so many distraction. I always feel like people are watching me, you know. So maybe I study alone. It's better for me that way, I think. It has been a long time since the last time I studied with someone, I think. Long time, yeah. It was back in the day when I was in college, though. But anyway, yeah, sitting alone, yeah, it works better. Okay, so let's go to another one. Let's do 216. Describe an advertisement you do not like. You should say what an advert is about, what you can see or where you can see or watch it, why you do not like it, and how you feel about it. So just a moment. So here you can see advertising, ngành quảng cáo. So basically, it's the business that tries to convince people to buy things. Ngành quảng cáo, việc quảng cáo. That's advertising, okay? But uh, advertisement or advert or ad nó là mẫu quảng cáo. So it's different. So advertisement is accountable, okay? But advertising it's not countable. Không đến được. All right. So be careful with its two words. So the verb is to advertise something, quảng cáo cái gì đó. And the adjective, advertised, đã được quảng cáo. And how you feel about it here. And then what are the most advertised product in your country? I got a feeling that we did this question before, did we? Or
Yeah.
maybe, or maybe no, yeah.
To be honest, I don't remember because
All
we
right.
practice a lot.
Yeah, maybe, and maybe it was another student of mine. By the way, he got band six. Like he took exam speaking only like last week, you know. So he got band six for speaking, but he actually do need band seven to improve his IELTS score. So wow, you know,
The total band is bad or not?
it's tough. Let's just say it's tough. Okay,
Okay.
so what's the most advertised product in your country? You can think about there's a lot of things that is advertised a lot in your country. You can every day you see a lot of adverts running online, you know. You can see a lot of banner ads, pop-up ads everywhere, even like in-game ads. Trong game cũng có thể bị dính ad nữa. In-game ads are super 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 annoying. Oh my God. I would never want to buy anything that interfere with my game, you know? Seriously. Đang chơi tự nhiên bụp quảng cáo. Tức lắm luôn á. Thiệt. I would never want to buy anything if it was an in-game ad. Well, but there's a lot of different types of ads here. But the question asks for the most advertised products. Có những cái sản phẩm nào được quảng cáo nhiều nhất trong đất nước bạn? Nước anh chị. Okay, so what are the benefit of advertising? Of course, you can talk about it helps businesses show their new products to the public. And because of that, it boosts sales. Nó gia tăng doanh số, of course. And these days, advertising seems they seems like indispensable. Không thể bỏ qua được. It means you cannot live without it. Không thể sống thiếu nó được đâu. You cannot live without it. So advertising seems indispensable these days. And also it's indispensable for businesses, you know. And of course it helps people boost sales and it indirectly help the growing economy. Nó gián tiếp nó giúp cho cái nền kinh tế phát triển. But of course it also contribute to the growing landfills, you know, những bãi rác ngày càng lớn. It also contribute to growing landfills because of planned obsolescence and people keep buying and buying and buying the products. That's consumerism, chủ nghĩa tiêu dùng. It's all about that, you know. You should talk about those things. Now, which one is more effective? Newspaper advertising or online advertising? Cái nào hiệu quả hơn? Quảng cáo trên mặt báo, báo giấy hay là quảng cáo online? And then you should give examples, like why do people um I think it depends on what group of people you are targeting. It's called targeting. Target the right group of people. Người phải đánh vào, nhắm vào mục tiêu, nhắm vào cái nhóm người đúng. You have to target the right group of people when you advertise. For example, if you do advertising on newspapers, probably it's the older people, who read newspapers a lot. So they are targeted the most. So those products such as health supplements, những viên bổ sung, thực phẩm bổ sung, those health supplements aim at older people, of course. Think of also about like what else? Mấy cái bổ thận tráng dương cái gì đó, something like that. Those health supplements, pills, something like that. For online advertising, of course, it can aim at everyone, but most of the time it aims at the younger group of people or the people in working age. Con người độ tuổi lao động. Or the younger group of people. But it depends on what age group you are targeting. But these days, to be honest, not many people read newspapers anymore. And I think it's also depend, you should talk about like what kind of products too. Mình nói về cái loại sản phẩm nào đó nha. Quảng cáo trên mặt báo hay quảng cáo trên online. Now, does advertising encourage us to buy things we don't need? Of course it does. Because, it just like what is it called? Repetition. There's a lot of repetitions. There's a lot of repetitions of ads. Có rất là nhiều cái sự mà những cái vòng lặp của những cái mẫu quảng cáo như vậy. There are a lot of repetition of ads. They keep going on and on and on. They keep go on and on and on every day. Nó cứ liên tục, ngày nào nó cũng xuất hiện on and on every day online. So slowly it does subconsciously encourage us to buy things they don't need. Nó giống như là một cái dạng mà theo tiềm thức, nó khuyến khích con người ta mua đồ đó. Tiềm thức, subconscious. It encourages people to buy things they don't need, of course. Và nó gọi là tâm lý học hành vi, người ta nghiên cứu kỹ lắm trong cái vụ này luôn á. Like behavior psychology behavior in behavior psychology. People study a lot about it. People study a lot about those things. Người ta nghiên cứu rất là kỹ về cái vụ mà hành vi con người mua sắm cái thứ luôn á. Okay, so what do you think of celebrity endorsement in advertising? So this is the word endorse. Endorse. Tân bốc. Tân bốc tán dương, tân bốc sản phẩm nào đó. So if you're a celebrity, you try to endorse a product. Giống như là ví dụ như là những cái người nổi tiếng, xong rồi cái tân bốc sản phẩm này lên, sản phẩm này có nên mua cái gì đó. Those things are called celebrity endorsement when you try to endorse a product. So basically, businesses try to make experts such as doctors, pharmacists, dentists to endorse their medicines, you know, tâng bốc những cái thuốc của họ lên. So those things happens a lot every day around the world. But what do you think of celebrity endorsement in advertising? Anh chị nghĩ gì về chuyện mà những người nổi tiếng tâng bốc sản phẩm trong quảng cáo? Of course, in Vietnam, there was a lot of problem lately, you know, a lot of scandals, of course. You should talk about that. Now, what role does social media play in advertising? Mạng xã hội đóng vai trò gì trong chuyện quảng cáo? Of course, it plays a large role. So people keep sharing. You can talk about how people share, like, subscribe, how people share with their friends. So it's words of mouth, truyền miệng từ người này qua người khác. So it's word of mouth from one person to another person. So yeah. But these days, if you just post it online, everyone will see it. So so it boosts the spread of information exponentially. Nó gia tăng cái tốc độ lan truyền của thông tin một cách mà tuyến tính, một cách mà gọi là exponentially, là tăng theo kiểu mà tăng cấp số luôn á.
Exponentially.
So basically, it's very fast for any news to be able to reach other people, you know. Think about that. Okay, you have some time to think. Okay, Miss Drew, can you describe an advertisement that you do not like? Please, hello?
Okay. Uh,
I can't hear you.
Hello.
Okay, okay. Please describe it now. An advert that you do not like.
Yes, there's an advertisement that I not I don't like. Even I quite hate it. It's about uh, is about supplement uh, uh med supplement medicines that quite seems
Those
popular
are not
now.
medicines. Remember, medicines, it has a therapeutic effect. Thuốc thì basically medicines là thuốc thì nó có là therapeutic effect, nó có tác động trị liệu, tác dụng trị liệu. But those things you're talking about, supplements, they do not have therapeutic effects, okay? And they are much weaker than medicines. So be careful with that, please.
Supplement that seems very popular nowadays, and they usually advertised online through social media platforms as Facebook, uh, YouTube, for some from many channels like that. It usually is uh, about their functions. That seems more not
Your voice getting
that seems
drowned out.
that seems fake. That is their functions cannot reach that level. You know, people people can do it, uh, but it's not give their results that they want.
Mm.
If on another hand, it's
On
also
another
can
hand, on another
on
hand.
on another hand, it can harm their health
Mhm.
if the if the components are not are not uh, are not safe enough. Some people can use the ingredients that have toxic uh, elements to uh, just to guess their targets, to guess profits without any uh, considerations of social health.
Mm-hmm.
Because because the management for this platform seems not strict enough to prevent these advertisements. So the people can see it repeat every day, and sometimes it can influence their choice when they are in a situations that they need to that they meet some problems about their health, for example, and they can't by chance watch that advertisement and think maybe it can help them. So I feel that it's quite dangerous for people to watch these advertisements.
Okay.
I just want the government and uh, who have responsibility in this problem in who's um, allow this advertisement to
Well, there's no
to
real
appear.
verifications, you know. There is no real verification of news. Không có sự kiểm chứng thông tin. Không thực sự có sự kiểm chứng thông tin trên mạng. There's no real verification of news online, so that's why there's a lot of those advertisement, and those are very dangerous, you know. Cái part 2 em chỉ là hơi hơi dài nhé. I think your part 2 is just a little bit too long now. Okay, so let's go to part 3 now. So what are the most advertised product in your country then?
The most advertised that I think that in countries the most commonly advertised are consumer goods such as sufferings, uh, cosmetics, and household items. These are these products that almost everyone uses. So companies spend a lot on advertising to stay competitive. In in addition, um,
Yes.
mobile phone and electronics are heavily promoted, especially when new models are released, just as high-end device uh, that attracts people to experience or just just focus on generations who want to update
Mm-hmm.
everything mm, and uh, the and it's a task on the fear on the feelings of missing out of many people.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Recently, yes,
Anything else?
recently there's been not notable increase in advertisements for online shopping platforms such as Shopee, Lazada, uh, what provides a online environment for people purchase uh,
Purchase.
to purchase everything they want. It seems very convenient and cheap if compared to uh, buy things in the uh, retail stores.
Hmm.
Overall,
So what are the benefits of advertising then? Of course there are benefits for that. So that's why people have been abusing it, you know. Đương nhiên nó có lợi ích cho con người ta mấy trước giờ cứ abuse, cứ liên tục tìm cách để gọi là lạm dụng nó. They abuse things. To abuse something, you know. What are the benefits of advertising? You can talk about the benefit of advertising to the businesses, to the economy, the nation, or to the people who buy products are consumers. You know, without advertising, we would not be able to find a good product that we actually need. But a lot of the time, it just things we never need, you know. So, what are the benefits of advertising then?
advertising brings several benefits to both businesses and consumers.
Uh-huh.
Um, in the lens of companies, it's an effective way to increase brand awareness and reach
Brand awareness.
brand awareness,
To increase
reach
brand awareness.
awareness, and reach potential customers. Because through advertisements, they can promote their products or service. I believe that advertisements nowadays are very creative and
Mhm.
attractive that make people at the first land um, at the first land can't can't bear to purchase for that
Purchase, to
service
purchase.
purchase uh, that products or service.
Mm.
As a result, businesses can boost sales, uh, build brand build brand loyalty, and stand out in a competitive market. For consumers, advertising provides information. Of course, sometimes it's useful, but
Mm.
sometimes it's just about the outlookings that's not truly give them any practical information.
I
It's
agree
just
with that.
about how beautiful that service or products are. It seems not true at all.
Mm.
But for some people, mm, because they that these informations are too appealing and it's sometimes it's entertained entertaining.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, sometimes, not just sometimes, but a lot of the time I see advertisement as entertaining. Yeah, it's fun to watch, isn't it?
But
Mm, I see.
just one term, uh, it can be entertaining if the advertisement repeat are repetitive. It's
What? Say again?
not repetitive.
Repetitive. So it's the
Repetitive.
adjective repetitive.
Repetitive. Yeah.
Repetitive. Let me
It can
check the
become
word. Okay, so it's repetitive, repetitive,
repetitive.
mang tính lặp lại.
Yes, they can be noise. They can
If it's a
use
repetitive, it's super annoying, you know.
yes, very annoying.
Especially when you see it on your games and then in-game ads. Oh, terrible. Đang chơi tiếng búp xuất hiện trong game. Tức không? All right. So, tell me, which one is more effective? Newspaper advertising or online advertising then?
Because nowadays people seems depends on online uh in internet online platform more than traditional channels. So online advertising seems more effective than
Hmm.
newspaper advertising. They the, and I believe that businesses to uh, targets specific audiences uh,
Specific audiences.
specific audiences using data they can collect
They collect a lot of
from.
data. Yeah, they do.
Yes,
They collect they collect a lot of data from internet users, Nó thu gom rất là nhiều thông tin từ những người dùng internet. And then they target ads, They target ads to potential customers. Nó mới nhắm những cái mẫu quảng cáo đến những cái khách hàng tiềm năng. They would target ads to potential customers. Well, that's why even when you are thinking about something, immediately you see an ad for it, right? Chỉ cần suy nghĩ về cái gì đó thôi, tự nhiên ngay lập tức mình thấy cái ads đó về cái sản phẩm mình đang suy nghĩ. Rất kinh khủng.
this data and first their analyst
Mhm.
tools to uh, to
But seriously, I think
focus
it's
yes
scary.
to focus on the potential customers,
Nó
which
scary lắm luôn á.
which increase the chance of reaching people who are genuinely
Mhm.
interested. Online advertisements can be interactive
Mhm.
uh, because uh, be- I know I know that some advertisements about games that you
Ah.
can yes you can try it online through the advertisement at the same time. So that leads to uh, visually appealing
Mhm.
and can and can attract many people
Mhm.
who just want to try at least once. But it's the but it's but that is the company's aim. At least they just need one person who want to experience.
Mhm.
They also reach a much wider audience since more people use smartphone or social media daily. Mm. On the other hand, newspaper advertising has more limited reach because generations uh, don't really read printed newspaper. They can't. They have another way to update information more convenient and cheaper.
Exactly.
They,
It can reach much more people. So, like for example, if I post something, there are only like say 100 likes or interaction on my post, but at least I think 1,000 people have already read that post of mine, but they didn't want to interact. 100 người đã like, thả tim, thả hờn, thả phẫn nộ đó, vân vân. Nhưng mà thật sự là có thể đến 1.000 người đã từng coi cái post đó. So basically the real reach can be much higher. You don't know about it.
so
Right. So how about newspapers then? Let's talk about different age groups then.
I grouped. Uh, I I don't think nowadays age groups becomes a problems
Mm,
that enough important to s- devise the uh, device jump into a group.
mm,
Yes. Uh, many elderly people can use modern modern technical device smoothly. They
I
can
agree
they
with
can
that.
they can learn and because it seems not hard to learn these simple functions.
I
You know,
see.
many apps that provides simple methods for
Hmm.
people to approach. And I don't think age gaps become a problem anymore. Of
I
course,
understand that.
in some situations, older uh, older citizens seems read British and newspaper more than the young generation,
Yeah, I think it's an obvious thing.
and they considers uh, local inf- local informations,
Hmm,
but their impact is generally declining.
I understand that. Yeah, exactly. So does advertising encourage us to buy things we don't need? What do you think, Becca? Let's touch that topic here of like excessive consumptions. Cái sự tiêu thụ quá mức, excessive consumption. So does advertising encourage us to buy things we don't need then? What do you think?
I believe that is a sad situations that we have to accept.
Hmm,
That many people buy things they don't need because they watch an advertisement which truly is attractive.
hmm.
They can become impulsive uh, consumers once when they watch too much advertisements and they are uh, manipulated. Yes, so I believe advertising often influences us to buy things we don't actually need. Social media art is a particular, a very personal, personalized, which can create there's illusions that a product perfectly suits our lifestyle. It can make people think that because it can analyze
You can analyze.
they can analyze many data they receive from users um, through things we through with thing to choose read every day online.
Exactly.
Yes, and people may end up making um, impulse
Impulsive
purchase,
purchases. People will make
impulsive,
impulsive purchase.
impulsive purchases.
Mua sắm không kiểm soát,
Yes,
bất
because
thình lình, hứng lên thì mua.
yes, because the advertisements was convincing,
Very, yeah.
even if they know they don't really need sometimes. Um, it, these advertisements can make them believe otherwise over time. of course, it's not always advertising is manipulative. It has the definitely has the power to shape consumer behavior
Mm.
because though well known and popular um, they are.
Right. So what do you think of celebrity endorsement in advertising? Recently, there has been a lot of, like, I think in the last 2 years, there has been a lot of scandals of big celebrities in this country who endorse supplements, who endorse medicines, in advertising, and they didn't actually use those things. But then there were people who got health problems by using those products. So the police were involved, and then they managed to crack down. The police was sorry, so the police was involved. Cảnh sát đã tham gia vào. The police was involved, and many people had to appear in court, xuất hiện trước tòa. Wow, so what do you think about those things then? Celebrity endorsement in advertising? And why do people believe that?
Celebrity endorsements can be a powerful marketing tool.
A very powerful tool, yeah.
Yes, but they have both of advantage and disadvantage. In terms of positive side, celebrities attract attentions and make products become more popular, especially if they are well liked or they are idols of many people, especially young generations.
Uh-huh,
Their,
exactly.
inf- their influence can boost brand uh, image and make advertisements
Memorable, much more memorable.
more memorable. Mm, Many youngsters just want to follow the trends of their idols who adores that products or service, or even they don't need it, even they don't need it, uh, but they still buy it as a way to support who they love. This, however, celebrities' endorsement don't always uh, guarantee quality. Many of them are end up in jail
Uh-huh.
because the faith,
Because of what?
because the
Can you please hang on a moment, please? Okay, so Miss Trúc, did you say something about like they got into jail because they were endorsed the wrong products, or they endorsed just harmful products, right?
because of cultivate and low quality products. That's why many celebrities are end up in jail. They only accept the money without actually learning about the products.
Got the thing. Okay.
It couldn't be
Counterfeit.
accurate.
Counterfeit.
It's called counterfeit, I think.
Counterfeit.
And yeah,
Counterfeit.
Counterfeit,
counterfeit
counterfeit,
because of counterfeit.
counterfeit,
Counterfeit. Counterfeit.
counterfeit,
It means fake
counterfeit.
because of counterfeit products. Well, and in this country, trying to sell counterfeit product is a crime. Nó là tội á, hình sự phải không đâu? It's a crime. A lot of these celebrities, when the police try to investigate, those celebrities said that, oh, we don't know anything. We just accept the money, and when we yeah, and then we appear online and then we talk good about it, something like that, you know.
It cannot say that they are
Of course you
innocent.
cannot say that.
Yes, they are this because they before agreeing to represent a product or service, they are supposed to have full information about its quality. So if they choose to do that, they know the consequence. I know, I think, and if they if they if they in in reality they don't use that products. They just they just those as they use
Hmm.
to show that products are good and people should buy it. So I think it's a crime to do that. It can harm
Hmm.
generations. It can harm uh, future generations of nations because counterfeit products can lead to health problems
Hmm.
such as cancer, which seems uh, impossible to recuse. To
Hmm.
yes. So
Hello.
okay. So so because the celebrities' endorsements can be benefits for businesses, it's not it's not always of um, a friend
Hmm.
of customers.
I see. So what role the social media, sorry, what role the social media play in advertising then? Is it a big one? A pivotal role? Một cái vai trò cốt lõi không? I think
Social
it's quite an
media
easy thing to answer, yeah.
social media plays a vital role in modern advertising because it cheap and it very popular.
Mm-hmm.
Platforms like Facebook, Instagrams, TikTok, and YouTube allow companies to reach massive audiences quickly and effectively. One of the most important advantages is the ability to target a group based on age, interest, or locations. These functions are now not familiar to many people. When they create an account, they need to do some surveys, such as uh, they give their personal information in uh, level, in a certain level,
Mm-hmm.
just as they have to provide their age, their gender, and their locations. So this company can collect the data, and use it for advertisements.
Very unfair, don't you think?
But a
Bất công
thing
lắm
is
chứ.
it's a thing that people have to accept because they usually use this platform free, you know, and they
If
have
use it
to
free,
pay
you're actually a product, you know?
yes,
Nếu mà bạn dùng đồ miễn phí, bạn chính là sản phẩm. You know, they say that.
you have to pay a price in another's uh in another's form. Yes,
Exactly. Oh dear. And I'm saying this.
some people don't. realize that they think they are take advantage of this platform, but not
Oh,
outright.
nothing good come for free, you know.
Yes.
Vẫn là no mới đúng nhỉ?
Oh, okay. No.
Well, so nothing good comes for free, you know. Nothing. Mm. You can say true or no.
No.
Chẳng có gì tốt mà miễn phí đâu thì. So that's a true thing.
Social media also encourage communications, uh, interaction. Users can comment, share, or even create their contents related to a brand. It can influence the broader's image, the broader's image in public. If they if they give these brothers complete uh, compliment, yes, are they great with high um, start stars, they can give other advice to use the products. Um, in return, they can receive a bonus, a bonus
Big
or
one.
at a remote uh,
They
at the
can receive like
promotions.
actually
They
a
can
big
receive a
bonus, you know,
promotions.
a
Yes,
very big bonus.
yes. Like a bonus and net promotions that the companies provides. So, in, in additional, social media advertisements are often more cost effective than traditional media, making them accessible to to both large companies and small ones. Many campaigns can spread rapidly and lead to huge exposure in a short time. Of in in comment, I think that social media has straight forms of advertising from me- from a one directional message into a interactive experience,
Mhm.
and it's become a trend that many companies provide uh, prioritize to prioritize using it instead of traditional ones, which can cost them a huge budget,
A huge budget, you mean?
a huge budget.
Budget. All right. I think, yeah. Do you have anything more to add here? Or if not, I think it's good practice for today. We should stop here, I think. Okay, good practice. So I'll see you on Thursday. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, see you, Mr. Good night.
Night, teacher.
See you.